And then 3 times a month. It was supposed to be random.
3 times a
Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're reconvening the meeting, Board of Directors meeting of June 20th, 2018. We apologize, the first and main section of the meeting did not get video recorded due to a malfunction somewhere along the line. So we have just come back from executive session, and our first order of business from that will be to grant a variance to allow a single-wide mobile home to be brought in and set up in Unit 15 that is 4 years older than the CC&Rs, but has been reconditioned and has the entire new exterior being applied to it before it's brought into the fort. So do I have a motion to grant this variance?
I make a motion that we grant the variance and provide a document that states the conditions to that variance prior to that mobile home being brought onto the fort as we were briefed about.
Is there a second?
Seconding.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Passes. We note that Debbie Isaacs recused herself from this due to the fact that a real estate agent involved is a colleague of hers with the same company. We made a committee appointments as follows. The Rules and Regulations Ad Hoc Committee, Sandra Vance, Sue Ruling, Lisa Vale, Helena McBride, and Robert Gonzalez. To the RV Park, Pat Sullivan, Jolie Welsh, Sherry Mitchell, Joel Ackness, and Pam Kersey. And the renters, are we going to hold off or do what we've got so far? Okay. The renters rental policy ad hoc committee, so far we have Stan Metcalf, Pat Stephenson, Mary Frances Partlow, and Chuck Fields, and we're looking for one additional member. We should have a motion to approve these appointments as just stated.
I'll make the motion that we appoint the people as stated.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
These committees also need to know that they are to make recommendations and be presented to the board within by September.
By the September 19th board meeting. Yes, very good. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, all in favor?
I second that.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't realize it hadn't been. All right, we now have a contract proposal to be approved, and that is with Todd Durden, an attorney, to work initially on designated cases to enforce collection step by step as legally allowed. Do we have a motion to approve the contract with Todd Durden?
Provisionally.
With the provisional statement put into that contract. I'll make the motion with the
Yes.
provision that we accept that contract.
I second that.
Yes, just to clarify the contract as written, except with the addition that we have the right to cancel the contract at any time with a 30-day notice. All right, any further discussion? All in favor? Okay, then we have the DirecTV, a contract for DirecTV being furnished by AT&T for the motel and 3 or 4 other separate locations. And that will be at a cost with $0 up front, $700.38 per month for 5 years. It will include all the motel rooms and 3 or 4 additional stations. Just to be noted, it is not part of the that contract, is we've been paying over $700 a month with Big Canyon TV for about 8 or 9 channels. And this one has 60-some channels with direct.
Actually, the package said 150.
Package of 150 channels, and so we'll be paying the same amount per month. At the end of 5 years, we then own all the equipment, and the cost will decline considerably. All those in favor of approving that contract?
I make a motion that we approve this contract for Dish TV.
Second.
All in favor? The last issue we had was a member who was requesting to be able to trade in one of the non-performance slots for a performance slot, even though there had not been any.
There's really no action to be required.
No action to be required, really.
Okay, well, I think we have to acknowledge that the request was considered by the board, and that we did consider that request. There had not been any dues paid for 23 years, and so the request was denied. There's no action required.
The standards that she, Sandy referred to the audio. Sandy has the audio.
You have it?
She does. What?
Do you have an audio recording of the first part of the meeting? You do?
She's got it.
Okay, we would like to obtain that, please.
I would, due to the fact the first part of the meeting was not recorded, we had our usual committee reports and secretary reports, treasurer's report, executive officer's report. Action items, we authorized $2,500 from the restricted fund to be used to buy a Bobcat grapple, and we authorized up to $15,000 from the restricted fund for replacement of steel exterior motel doors and card key lock systems on them. And we authorized release of previously donated funds of $700 to the Kidding County Chamber of Commerce for fireworks for the 4th of July. We had discussions about common property policy and development. We scheduled a board workshop for 1:30 on June 27th to discuss vision statement and 10-year repair and replacement plan and use of common property if we can get through it all. And a 4:30 meeting June 27th with the community council to take care of making arrangements for their movie nights. Other than that, that's the highlights. Thank you. Anybody have anything else?
I motion that we adjourn the meeting.
We have a motion to adjourn.
A second.
We have several seconds. Does anyone have any discussion? All in favor? And we are finished. 12:54. It's our longest meeting so far.
Yeah, but most of you-